Hello, good evening. Oh my goodness, I look terrible. I've not even put any makeup on, so excuse the mess. It's been a busy old day. How are we all? Are we good? Are we good? Have you had a lovely day? It's absolutely gorgeous here. Never known such a warm spring, but even in the north of Scotland, it is roasty toasty. So today, I thought we'd play with Brushos. Why I'm doing this live, I have no idea. Oh, just a quick note that if anybody's watching on YouTube, when I finish this video, I will timestamp it so you can skip forward to the crafting, because I realise watching lives back isn't quite as interesting. Yeah, my new stamps have arrived. Oh my goodness, I love them. I love them so much. I have not been excited about a stamp range as much as I am about these for a long, long time. I am so excited. I just hope everyone loves them. But in my head, I think they'll be really good to play with Brushos with them and that sort of thing. And then I realised I haven't done that in such a long time. Do I even remember how Brushos work? So I thought for today, we will play with Brushos. We will experiment together, and then hopefully I'll have a bit more of an idea what I'm doing when we go to like demoing. Hello. Hi Stephanie, so glad you've been able to join us live. That's fabulous. And I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I have got one ready for tomorrow. I need to put a thing. Tomorrow, I'm so excited about tomorrow's video. Tomorrow we are literally crafting with toilet paper. I know that sounds crazy, but the result was absolutely amazing. I'm delighted. So it's been dull for poor Lisa. Hello Pauline, how are you? Pauline, your stamps are on their way. Sorry, bit delayed. Manic week. Anyway, let's forget that and craft. I'm going to swivel you round so that we can... There we go. What a much better view that is. Don't need to see my face with no makeup on it. Oh my days. It's not a pretty sight for anyone. Right, sorry, I'm just getting the lighting sorted. One day, Hubby and I have been talking about getting better lights for the studio. Let's get a better view of that. There we go. I am working in my gorgeous Mala journal. This was a little bit of a treat when I went to the workshop. When I went to the Craft Collective workshop, it was one of those things that was like, oh, it's just lush. And I spent more money than I should have on it, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to play on this. Now I've rearranged my room, so I'm looking for something. Just grab these. Like, the trouble is, because it's such a chunky book, there we go, I need something to lean on. That'll do for just now. You saw that toilet roll. Oh, you're welcome, Stephanie. You're welcome. Yes, a toilet roll. So excited. I know it's amazing the things that excite me. I get excited by cardboard with a double corrugation. I do love a bit of double corrugated card. And toilet roll. I now actually have toilet roll in my studio. And I was so excited by what I'd made that I went to make something using the new stamps, and I've realised it doesn't work as well with acrylic stamps, so now I need to find a workaround. I also barely have any water in my bottle. That's not good when we're playing with Brushos. Alistair, if you're watching, any chance my little bottle can get refilled? Right, we want some blues because we're going to go under the sea. It's so many years since I have used these. Oh my days. Right. Well, we've got leaf green. I do not want leaf green, I don't think. I might do. We're going under the sea. I don't want purple. Lemon. Ultramarine blue. That sounds good. Definitely don't want scarlet. Turquoise. Black. Don't want dark brown. Don't want emerald green. Sorry. Right, I think these are the two that we want. Hi Dominique, how are you? You still haven't started your journal. You don't... Oh, you have to start your journal. You have to start your journal. Oh, do you know what? I'm working really ahead. I'm going away on holiday on Monday with my daughter. And I'm trying to make sure that I'm really ahead of videos so that with regards to content, that there's still stuff going up while I'm away. Yeah, Brushos, haven't used them either. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do a video on... I've been reorganising my studio. I should finish one sentence before I go on to the next. I've been reorganising my studio and sort of discovering lots of things that I've bought in the past and not played with. So I'm going to do a video on... We're going to use all my forgotten supplies. Just dusting this on. I'm going light because you can't take it back off. What was I saying? I was saying something before I just got distracted by Brushos. Oh yeah, your journal. Oh, that's hubby heard, I think. Has hubby come to rescue me? Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Is there any chat? Oh no, not that one. That's for Kezia. Can you refill that?
Oh.
Thanks. I don't need a hot water bottle, thanks.
Well, I couldn't quite.
He's come with a hot water bottle, little cutie patootie. What are Brushos? So Brushos are basically like a pigment powder. So I don't know if you know, like the Pretty Gets Gritty dusts. What are they called? The explosion powders. You've got the pixie dusts. What is the name? Indigo blue. She has. So basically, it's pigment powders. So when a paint is made, it is normally got some form of pigment in it, and then some form of carrier. So like your alcohol inks have got pigment and alcohol. Your watercolours have got like pigment and various forms of binder, like, what is it called? I want to say xanthan gum, but that's the wrong thing. I've got some in a bottle here because I was going to make my own paints once at some point. So basically it's the pure pigment before it has whatever added to it to turn it into what we would normally get. And you can tell this because this colour is ultramarine blue, but I don't know if you can see. It's kind of almost broken into purples, and we've got some blues here and all sorts of stuff like that. And that's what I find really interesting about these colours, because their colours are made out of your three primary colours, and so what you tend to find with Brushos and things like this is they break into their original component if you use them like this, where you just spray it down. So for here, to make the ultramarine blue, we've got tiny amounts of red, and we've obviously got the cyan blue. Well, there's obviously more red because it's mixed to make a purple, but we don't have any of the yellow. When you do a black, it's a great explosion of colours because basically black has every colour in it. But yeah, sorry, I was getting too excited about colour theory. I do love me colour theory. Blue is your favourite colour. You're very welcome. It's not one I craft with very often, but the reason I am doing that is because, our digital collection, for some reason it's been off the website. We changed website and all sorts of stuff. And there was obviously some sort of technical glitch, and the aquatic adventures didn't quite make it across. So that has now been reinstalled on the website, and because it's May, and it's, yes, very similar to Pretty Gets Gritty powders. It's pretty much the same product, different branding. The other thing with Pretty Gets Gritty powders though is they have a mica in them as well that gives them a little bit of a sheen, whereas these are just pure pigment powders. They don't have any mica in at all. So this is just pure colour, but there's not going to be any sort of pearlescent sheen. Trying to decide whether to do a double page spread. I think that might be an idea. I'm going to pick up some of this water because it's going to sit there forever. You've used yours in a jelly plate, Tracy. I've not tried that before. I need to get my jelly plate out. I need to do lots of things. Oh, so who was it? Stephanie, you were saying about your journal. So the first thing I did with this journal cost me a small fortune. Don't regret it. This was one of those kind of things. I was at the workshop and it was a holiday treat. And I really, really wanted it. Then I came home and was like, oh my goodness, am I actually going to manage to make that many pages on beautiful handmade paper? But the first thing I did was I went to the back page and I swatched. So I have got gesso on one side of the paper and I've left it. And I've tried with watercolours to see how they reacted. So I've tried just sort of swatching, I've tried pulling it out, I've tried mixing colours to see how they work. I've tried the pencils on both. What amazed me about this paper was actually, look how well the alcohol markers blend. And then I've used the paint markers as well. So I actually had intended to swatch out some Brushos before we got started, but you know, today didn't really happen. So that is what I did first, and it helps you get familiar with how the paper responds to your medium. So I did that, and it doesn't matter because it's on the back page. And then I came and started, after I'd done that and became a bit more familiar with it, then we'll have to do that. You bought yours from Leonie as well. You got the blue cover. They are just lush, aren't they? I bought this one and then I bought the smaller one, but the smaller one's got slightly thinner paper, which I'm not as keen on, but Well, that's interesting. That's gone through. Not many things go through, but that has gone through. Look at it. It's so pretty. Do we want to have stuff on the other side? I might go for the other colour. I'm not saying we'll do both pages, but let's try it. I just want to see what the leaf green looks like. Stick my pin back in. I have this because it's really hard to control. No, actually I don't want both colours on. Changing my mind. Let's just... Do you know what I'm going to do? So that one we put powder on first and then sprayed with water. Because I'm trying to remember how Brushos work, what I'm going to do on this side is put my water down first and then put the Brushos down. Then that way we can see how the different things react. I'm just having a look at what the page behind it. I don't particularly want to ruin the page that's behind. I like that one. But we'll see how we go. So this time, oh look, you can tell some Brushos have gone over because little bits of colour bursts are appearing. So this time I'm doing it the opposite way around. Let's put some water down first and then put the Brushos down. I get a slightly different effect. It's more granulated. That one you can really see how the colours come. That's quite cool, but I don't know that I like it as much. But this is why we're playing. So that by the time I'm trying to make my samples and make my demos, I'll have a bit more of an idea. You want the one with the black paper and the tea dyed one as well. Oh, there's just so much stuff, isn't there? So much lovely stuff on the craft roll. Now, even though I am now going on with water, because it burst out, it has still given a slightly different effect. Ew, more nice. I'm going to pick up some of this excess water just purely because drying that with the heat gun is not going to occur. And we are live. We are live. What we need to do, Stephanie, hi Sheila, is that I need to get it on the website. I am going to be hosting craft and coffee nights where we will be on Zoom, and it will be for a very small fee. I'm thinking like £2.50. Just to help me cover the Zoom monthly costs. And basically we all just turn up and do our own crafts. So it's not a class, but it's just a chance for us all to get together and craft together. So if we do that, then you can bring your journal. See, but if you want all of these journals, Stephanie, you really need to get started. But I've just come across a journaling technique which I will be doing a video on. Hopefully it'll be in 3 weeks' time if I manage to get it filmed and edited before I go away. And I think it might help overcome the fear of starting your journal. So we will hopefully cover that very soon. I'm just going to pull up some of this excess. I just need to get it nice and dry. I'm really hoping that hasn't gone through because I love this page. No! Oh. I was concerned that might happen. Oh well. You bought another one today. Oh, you like that idea, Kira? We're definitely going to do it. I just need to work out how to put it on the website, because basically with Zoom you will need a password. So what I should have done there with that page is I should have gessoed it down first so that I didn't ruin my page. Oh, I am absolutely gutted about that. I love that page. I will be going to try and fix that at some point. I'll be trying to paint over my bubbles. It's even gone on her face. She's got a little blue face. Right. Anyway, that's not today's problem. Right, let's get some extra bubbles in. I should have left it well alone. Right, bubbles, I'm distracted now. I'm distracted because of poor Glinda. The other thing that I can do is just paint over that and turn it into a completely different page and redo that page further in the book. That is what I might do. There's a solution. There's always a solution. Right, let's get some let's get some blue inks. I keep checking the chat. There we go. Right, get some bubbles on the page. Do you know what I love about this journal too? Is it's really, really, I don't know how to describe it. It's really squishy. It's like soft. It's like crafting on a pillow. It's quite strange when you first start stamping because it's sort of, it really just sort of sinks in. It's so cool. Yeah, I will try and get the coffee and craft on the website as soon as possible. I've got lots of, hopefully before I go away, and I'm going away on Monday, so hopefully we can get that sorted. Add to my list of things that I need to do before I go. Oh, there we go. Hello, Caroline. How are you today? Nice to have you with us. There we go. How's that? I was also thinking that, what one have I got? I've got floral vinyls here somewhere. That might work quite well as well. I'll maybe come in with a different colour. I'm saying a different colour, I'm picking up the exact same colour. Oh, do you know what? We could do it with the oxides instead. That might just give it a bit of a different look. Bring in some of these bigger swirls, and we've got little dots on this as well, so give a bit of a contrast. How was Torval and Dean? It was lovely. It was an amazing show. It was really cleverly done. They sort of did their story, and then all their classic famous dances kind of got turned into big productions. So obviously, like, they're almost in their 70s now. They don't have the same ability to kind of dance like they used to, like keep up the speed and things of the original dances. But the way they did it was so clever. So it was nice. There we go. That's looking quite good. I quite like that. I quite like that. I'm just trying so hard not to think about my page under there. That's all that's in my head right now. It's bad, isn't it? All that's in my head is like, oh, poor Glenda. Right, turn it green and turn it into Elphaba instead. Right, where's my... Oh, I've got my bit box. So, in here, I know I've got some mermaids. So yeah, because it's May, ooh, we've actually got, anyway, because it's May, there is actually a discount on that collection that I was talking about earlier on. So if you use the code MERMAID25, there's 25% off it, and that lasts until the end of May. Every time I come in here to find, there we go, look. Isn't that pretty? Hi Fiona, how are you? You're busy with you. Fiona, please do share your MDF projects in the group. I know you emailed me and you asked me about it, and I think I did say yes. We have been having such, honestly, we've been having such technical issues because we moved our website, and then the previous owner to our website kept the domain name. Then we had to try and get the domain name off them, and oh, it's been a whole technical issue, but we finally now have control of everything, which feels great. But in between, a few things got missed, but I'm sure I emailed you. Please do share, because you buy so much MDF. I don't mean that like that, but I'm just intrigued as to what you are doing with it, because I'm like, ooh, can't wait to see. So I know it's not JMC, but you've bought it from my shop, so please do share. Look, I'm in the process of doing a project myself. Like, we've got a half MDF project done there. I like the contrast of her with the blue. I'm going to have a look in this folder. I know I've got some axolotls and things in the other one, but I'm going to have a look in here and see what we have got. We've got loads of sentiments there. Let's just pull those out. I love this collection. I really want to do another big digital collection this year. I've got an idea in my head, but it's just the time it takes to do this amount of drawings. I'm hoping, and I know when I want it to be done by, because it's kind of like, it's better at a certain time of year. But let's see what we've got. I'm just pulling all of this out, and we'll, I'm trying to make sure I just get mermaids and not bumblebees. Oh, we've not got a competition yet. Oh, we could win. I could give away a digital collection. We could win this one. Let's win the mermaid collection. Apart from Pauline. Sorry, Pauline, I don't mean that at all. It's just that Pauline's winning every week. Well, she's not. You've won 2, is it? You won 2, Pauline. Oh, I'm trying to think if I can come up with a Torval and Dean question off the top of my head. But that feels a bit rude because, you know, I feel like it should be more a JMC question. So I've just ran that. It should have been more prepared, but I wasn't, because life. I was trying to film a video and it was all sorted to have it all sorted, and then there's an issue with the sound, so then I was trying to problem solve that. Right. What have we got? We've got some fishes. We've got some corals. I think we want some corals. Let's have some corals. I don't think I want too much else, because it would be quite nice if the mermaid just stands out, I think. Yeah, you've won 2. This was your favourite collection, Lisa. Oh, well, if it's your favourite collection, you can come up with a question. I got you to do this last time. I was so lazy, aren't I? Sorry. Keep getting Lisa to do all the work. It's my favourite collection, but she's killed Glinda. The sea witch has killed Glinda. Ah, dear, sorry. I need to get over it. Right, I'm going to get some of these bluer ones. And we'll get a little bit of coral going on. Now you're just going to have to watch me fussy cutting paper. That'll be fun. What do you do in your spare time? Watch this weird lady cut up paper. Right, I might do a couple of the corally colours. You won yesterday on a different live. Yay! Oh no! Oh, like, as long as you still get the prize, Stephanie. I need to think of a question. Right, I'm going to chop up some of these leaves. And then we'll just build a little seabed floor for this gorgeous mermaid to be on. You find it relaxing. That's good. I'm so glad. I always worry because, like, when I make my videos, I can edit them quite a lot, and all the sort of tedious stuff gets edited out. Oh, exciting. I've been fighting with YouTube for ages because they've, a technical issue, but it's like you have to have a PIN number to verify who you are in order for them to monetize you. So I kept requesting this PIN and it kept not coming to my house, and honestly the palaver that you have to go through to try and get it sorted, it's taken me months and months and months. Anyway, they finally sorted it, which now technically means I can add my shop to YouTube. So that's another exciting thing I'm gonna have to work out how to do. I think I'm gonna have to take my laptop with me on holiday and just do a whole load of these technical jobs. I also need to catch up on my admin job. I've been quite busy with that this week, but I'm still behind. You don't have a printer, so we're all safe. Right, I still need to think of a question. I will think of one in a minute. See, I can think of some questions, but I just don't know if I know the answer. Like I was thinking, what was the prompt on day 12 of last year's Mermaid Challenge? Oh, I suppose I could check that. But that's also a bit obscure. So anything I can kind of think of, I'm not sure that I know the answer to. I might just have to give it away to everybody that's watching. And then just go, but get you to share something in the group for me. You haven't a printer. Oh, that's a shame. It's amazing the difference a little bit of coral makes. Suddenly creates a bit of a scene. Well, maybe it's not the best prize. Nobody can print out. Oopsie. Hello, Claire. How are you? I was just saying to Polly, your prize is on its way. It's a bit delayed. I'm going to chop this one in half because I kind of want more than what we've got. What about a question related to My Little Mermaid? Yeah, I was thinking about that. Do you think that's okay, or does it have to be JMC related? Until I just make these lives up as I go along. I really should put more prep into them. Oh dear. Well, my daughter and her friend have found there's the park in Inverness has been revamped, and there's what you call it. There's kind of like the girls are calling them nests, but like, you know how you kind of get these sort of like netted bucket swings? They're quite, and you just sort of lie down in them. You know what I mean by those? But they've got those on a climbing frame high up. They're not swings. They're just sort of like these little pods, and the girls love them. And they like to go, because they're both homeschooled, they like to go do their studying there. So I dropped them. Well, the other mum dropped them off, and then I picked them up. And so the two of them have spent the day studying in the park. Kezia wants to start her own YouTube channel, so she was designing a YouTube logo. It's amazing, actually. She's done it. It's so good. She's such a good little artist. She's done like a pop art channel banner. That's really cool. So she was doing that, and her friend was doing history, learning all about the Magna Carta, apparently. Kezia likes to do her actual studying at home because she likes to use a candle. was saying, like, the artwork that she did was really it was really impressive, and it still works. You do art at school as well, so it's all good. It's sort of related to it is sort of related, isn't it? Now I need to think of a question. I love the Little Mermaid. What is a dingle hopper? There you go. What's a dingle hopper? Do you know the answer? And I will send you this. If people are winning prizes, I would really, really appreciate it if they would make something with them and share them in the group. That would be fab. Because that is my favourite part, is seeing what you guys do with it all. Oh, that's a bit of dodgy fussy cutting there if ever I saw it. My word. Let's just go back and fix that right away. So if you can tell me what a dingle hopper is, and I will send you this collection. I will need your email address, and I would have to do it through WeTransfer. It's too big a file to send via email. But if I get your email, I can do it via WeTransfer if you win. Fiona, what MDF kit are you currently working on? I need to buy some more in. There's a few things I'd like to buy for the shop, but you know. Oh, well done, Stephanie. Now, but there's a bit of a problem with this, Stephanie, because that is correct, but you just but you just said you can't do digital. Is that okay? Do you still want it? Will you find a way of being able to use it? You're having a lucky streak, aren't you? Winning 2 lives in a week. Getting on as well as Pauline. Pauline's on a roll. It is a fork, Caroline. Oh my goodness, this bit of coral's a pain in the bum to cut out, isn't it? It's taking a while. It's taking a while. I feel like we'd be better off with some coral shaped stencils. But Under the Sea is one of those things, it's like people either love it or it's not the most, people love it, but it's not, it doesn't tend to be one of the most popular topics. But did you clear the MDF out of the shop with your order? That was great. Between you and Fiona, you're working your way through my stock, that's for sure. But that's okay, because I want to buy more. I quite like that, but we need some sort of base, don't we? We're going to have to come in with some sort of watercolours for the base, I think. And let's have a look, what else have we got? Maybe some shells. I'm going to end up just doing this page, even though I've just killed Glinda. She's deaded. She's dead. Careful for I get copyrighted. Oh, we've not have fish. Let's have some fish. So let's put fish on the other side. Yeah, so Stephanie, feel free to share your MDF stuff. I've said this to Fiona as well. I know that it's kind of, the group is technically GMC, but you have bought it from my shop. So that's fine, because I would absolutely love to see what you guys are making with all this MDF. Yeah, I think both you and Fiona made an order on the same day. And they were big, big boxes. Went down to the post office with these massive boxes. get her on the sea urchin. I could do. Is that one the sea urchin? I'll cut that one out. I think we're kind of going to be close to gluing this one all down. It's funny, I've done a lot of sticking on. In this book, I kind of have been avoiding using paper on it because the paper is so beautiful. I kind of just want to celebrate the gorgeous handmadeness of the paper. That's too big. We'll get a little one. We'll get a little one, and then I think that might be us, to be honest. Oh, bless you. Your daughter saw the box and I had to convince her it was mostly packing or she'd tell you off. It is. It requires a lot of packing. And I don't know whether it was packed with recyclable stuff or bubble wrap. But to be honest, I never buy. I basically repurpose, as you'll have seen by the box. I repurpose them. My way of, like, yeah, because the bubble wrap is already out in the market and so was the box, you know, so I repurposed it. That's a bit better. I quite like that. Oh, I actually, I think I want this little tiny green one. Gone quiet now. So anyway, Stephanie, you will have to send me your email address. Message me. What are you watching on YouTube? Although I've probably got it in the shop somewhere. And then I can send you this. And if you can get somebody, there might be somebody to print it out. It'd be a big favour though, it's a big kit. Right. I've cut this with a bit of a border, but I don't like the way that's standing out against the page. So I am just going to ink her up, right, or put a bit of ink around the edges so that doesn't look quite so white. And then we will stick it down. We will get it all stoked down. Just will help that white not to stand out quite so much against the background. I can make it blend in a little bit better. Our Tracy, she's amazing at fussy cutting. She kiss cuts everything, even the tiniest little things. Got some of her makes and it's like, oh my days, I can't believe that you managed to get your scissors in and cut that so closely. Epic. So I don't do that. I cover it with distress ink and try and find the cheats way of blending it in. I might have to cut that little bit out though, that's maybe a bit big to cover. We'll see how it looks. You will, you love you. You message me later. Oh, thank you so much. Sounds like a plan, Stephanie. Yeah, see that looks so much better. You can still see an edging, but it's just a little bit softer. Right. Get these stuck down and then we will work out what we're doing. I may as well do something with the other page. Seeing as it's already destroyed it's fine. I've decided that I like that page too much. I'm actually just going to remake it. I'm going to reprint her out, colour her back in again, and just make the page again further in the book, and then I will go over that page and do something else with it. And lesson learned, what I have learned now is if there's a page you really want to keep, avoid using the back of something. It's because so far in this book, nothing's really gone through. Like, that's all watercoloured there and it's not really gone through. So I've never had an issue. It's the first time I've had an issue, so that's why it took me by surprise somewhat. But you live and learn. Right. There we go. Pop this down. I might have to get a little bit of sparkle or something on, I think. I'm trying to do it so they sort of interlock and things. It's not like too many things. Like, so they're layered on top of each other. If that makes sense. I'm trying to make it make sense, but I'm not finding the words. It's been a while since I've played in this journal. I do love this journal. So for everyone who didn't win the kit, if you still want to play with it, there is 25% off it until the end of May. So use code MERMAY25. It was in the newsletter. And you can get 25% off it. So we will be a bit quieter for the next 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks I won't be here on the Thursday because I am, as I say, I'm having a little holiday with my daughter. I'm off to visit my friend. Basically, there was a show she saw last year. We keep calling her Fake Taylor, but that's not really what the show's called. I think is it Katie Ellis or something like that? But she's a Taylor Swift, what do they call that? Oh, I'm trying to think. Like, she basically sings Taylor Swift songs. I can't remember what they call that. Tribute band. Like, so she's a Taylor Swift tribute thing. And we went to see one of her shows in Inverness last year. She actually came to Inverness and Kezia absolutely loved it. But she's not, that's the word, tribute, thank you Kieran. But she's not coming to Inverness this year. But we realised that she was going to Peterborough. So I'm taking the train down to Peterborough, which is really weird. I've not done that since Create and Craft days. So it's going to be a bit of a strange deja vu. But Kezia's friend is also a huge Taylor Swift fan as well, and has never been to this particular show. So we're going to stay with them for about 10 days, and then we're going to do the tribute band thing, which should be fun. I really like that. That is so cool. I'm going to bring it a bit of colour down at the bottom, I think, because the sea still has a floor, and I do believe everything should be grounded. I like things grounded. So next week I will be in Peterborough. That's where you are, in Peterborough, yay! So we're going to, what's the one? It's, I can't remember the theatre we're going to. It's not the one I know of, because I normally stay in the Premier Inn in town, which is opposite the Chalkboard Cafe, which we're going to do. We're going to actually stay, because my friend's actually in Grantham. So I said, how about we stay at the Premier Inn? Actually, I need to book that. The night that we're there. And then it saves us having to do an hour's drive home. And I says, and then we could go to the Chalkboard Cafe for breakfast. I love the Chalkboard Cafe. Hi, Deb. That's where I started drawing my Buzz collection at the Chalkboard Cafe. I was feeling very inspired. Oh, look at that, a little bit of grounding. Now she looks a bit like she's floating, but that's okay. All we're going to do, because she's a mermaid, she can swim. So that's okay. What we will do is get a little bit of shadowing in for her, and that'll just make that sit a little bit. That's all right, Deb. Lovely to have you with us. So we're not at the theatre that's opposite the Chalkboard Cafe. Is it the Crescent? That's seeming to sound familiar. I think I need a smaller brush for this bit. I think it's the Crescent we're at. It's weird, I've only ever really been to Peterborough for work. I've never gone for like holiday, although as I said, it's Grantham, we're an hour outside Peterborough. But yeah, looking forward to it, it'll be fun. And then, so next Thursday I will be on so the first Thursday I'll be on my holiday, and then the following Thursday I will be travelling home on the train. That is quite dark. I don't intend that to be quite so dark, and I don't think we have the same amount of movement on this paper as we do with others, but we'll just try and water that out slightly. So one good thing about watercolour, you can just sort of lift it. Yeah, it's actually worked all right. That's worked okay. Now I've done that, I can just go in a bit darker just underneath her. And then I'm going to put a little bit behind her back as well. Just creating shadows in the depths. Oh, the Crescent is in Breton. Oh. Is that still in Peterborough? I don't know. I'm rubbish at geography. It's round about that area anyway. It says Peterborough on the tickets. Otherwise I'm going to completely the wrong place and we're in trouble. So yeah, that's what I will be doing. I will be living it up. Well, the first week I will be. The second week I'll be on a train. And I'd much rather be with you guys than on a train. But, you know, it is what it is. Just across the city, not too far. Excellent. I think we're still going to stay in that Premier Inn though. But still, it's better just travelling across the city than an hour's drive back to Grantham. And, yeah. And then it just means I can go to the Chalkboard Cafe for a breakfast. And they do a gorgeous breakfast there. I've booked myself in there before now, after a show. Very nice breakfast they do. And you can get a wee glass of Prosecco with it, which I'm all for. I'm all for Prosecco at breakfast time. I think it is highly civilised. Oh dear. Oh, that's pretty. I like that page. We just need to have a little sentiment. I kind of feel this bit there needs to be a bit darker as well. So I might pull the paints back in. Drying that off a bit. Okay, pull the paints back in because I think just this bit here. Yep, absolutely, Deb. That's fab. Don't think that's the colour I was using. That might have been a more sensible colour, to be honest, but well, oops. Kind of sploshing onto printer paper, but never mind, we're under the sea. It doesn't matter if we end up with bubbles. Put that on and then lift it up because again it's too dark, but it's a different type of paper to to the handmade paper. Thank you, Caroline. Glad you are liking it. There we go. And it doesn't really matter if a bit of blue goes onto everything, because you know you're going to have reflection of all these different colours if you're actually under the sea. I think that is fab. I'm loving it. Right, we've got some. I'm thinking that we go for a sentiment in this dark blue. I think that works really well. Let me see. We've got mermaids make waves, not ripples. I actually like that. Wild and free like the sea. Yeah, I'm going to go for that one. I love this one as well. Be so awesome, people think you're a myth. You can't drink bubbles or white wine anymore. Aww. It's 10 minutes from where you'll be staying. Oh, that's quite good. Because we were thinking, because you can book in, sorry, I keep hitting the microphone with my page. You can book into the Premier Inn from 3 o'clock. So we're thinking that we might go early and then the girls can get ready in the hotel room and it'll be quite interesting. I'm going to do Wild and Free like the Sea. For some reason that is speaking to me. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm reading your thing. I get what you're saying, Steph. I'm just giving this funny anecdote and I'm really not recommending it. But and there's been a few times I've had a drink, because I'm known for liking my cocktails and a wee glass of Prosecco, but there's been a few times I felt not, and drunk's not the right word, I don't get it, I've never been drunk. But there's been a few times I've just felt a bit like icky after it. But then I was watching, because obviously now that I'm of a certain age, for some reason my feed on Instagram tends to tell me that all of these things that perimenopause or menopause is causing. Anyway, there was this woman on it saying that like part of the reason that you can kind of start feeling a bit icky after you've had a drink and the menopause is I don't know, it was to do with amphetamines or something like that, but apparently you can get away with it by taking an antihistamine. So before she goes out drinking, she takes an antihistamine. I'm like, I'm going to try that sounds fab. Not give it up, I'll just take antihistamines before a night on the town. Not that I ever have nights on the town. I occasionally go out with my friends with cocktails, and the bar that we go to is very civilised. It's more like a coffee shop. It's which I quite like, because the music's not too loud. We can actually talk to each other and hear each other. It's very nice. So yeah, there's a recommendation. Take an antihistamine. No, don't, if you can't. If you can't, you can't. That's fine. It just made me laugh that it was kind of like, oh yeah, let's not give it up. Let's just take an antihistamine. Thought that was quite funny. So if you see me in the town in Peterborough with a bag full of antihistamine, Stephanie, you know that's it. Oh dear. Wild and free like the sea. What time is it? Oh, we're actually at almost 8 o'clock. I think we will leave it there for tonight. And I will do, what I might do is make a video at some point, because this one here is actually a YouTube video. So what I might do is make another video sort of explaining how this page got ruined, and we could maybe remake this one, fix this one, and make that one in a YouTube video or something like that. But I'm kind of really wishing I hadn't sprayed it. Let me know if it works for you, I'll let you know. I mean, to be honest, I'm not planning on doing serious drink. Don't call me if you get arrested, you'll deny all knowledge. Hey, we've got 2 teenage girls with us, and they're like young teenage girls. It's not like they're teenage girls that are old enough to kind of look after themselves. It's a 13-year-old and a 15-year-old. Well, the 15-year-old maybe, yeah. But so we will be responsible adults because we have children to look after. But I will be having a glass of Prosecco at 11 in the morning with my breakfast. Absolutely I will. Right, I'm just going to clear this away. Put all of that into bin. I'm just going to give it a doodly border. I'm glad you've enjoyed it, Stephanie. It's been so lovely to have your company. I will email you your prize. If you do manage to get it printed off and make anything with it, I would love to see it. And please do share what you're making with your MDF kits as well. As I said, I think, I know that in the rules it says GMC only, but you are buying these kits from my shop. So I'm absolutely delighted if you will share them. And the thing, just, yeah, I do like a doodly border. And we will get the details of the craft and coffee nights to you as soon as possible. So stay tuned for newsletters, because that's where stuff kind of hits first. Yeah, there we go. I'm wondering whether we need white splashes or whether we're all good. I think we're all right, actually. You'll definitely show me. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Lisa. I really appreciate it. Glad you like it. Anyway, thank you ever so much. As I said, I will not be about next Thursday, but we do have a video coming on Friday and the following Friday. Those two videos are ready to go. And I will be back. And maybe when I'm back off my holiday, we'll do another chit-chatty live face-to-face as well. So, and also when I'm back, we are going to start to show you the new stamps, which, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So yeah, sneak peeks of that will start coming out the week after I've been on holiday. So there's lots, it'll be quiet for a couple of weeks, but then there's loads of stuff happening after that. So stay tuned. I've not gone anywhere, and I will see you guys very, very soon. So take care, everyone. Bye.